What's up everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we will be doing a little different of a video than what we normally doing. Today we will be ranking the Neca Ultimates Universal Monster line so far that we have as of this recording. This will be a top 8 ranking. I'll be listing them from worst to best, so starting at the 8th number and then going down. The one thing I'm not including in this video is the black and white figures. So, starting off at number 8 here is the Invisible Man. Now let me get this out of the way before I get into it. Just because a figure is low on the list doesn't mean that they're not a great figure. This figure just lacks some articulation points that I would have liked to seen, and it lacks a couple accessories I would have liked to seen. But this figure, he doesn't have the best articulation out of the series, but he definitely looks good, and I'm not saying that he does. I'm not even saying this is a bad figure. At number 7, we have here the Wolfman. Again, this is an excellent figure. I think you should have it in your collection if you're a fan of Universal Monsters, or if you just really like some nice werewolf figures. This figure he doesn't stand up very well without a stand, and that's just one of the lacking things in this figure. Other than that, this figure is probably one of the best figures of the line. If he had the ability to stand up without a stand, it's possible, but you're not going to have him up on a shelf without a stand or he'll fall down. So that's why I have him at number 7. Here we have at number 6 the Bride of Frankenstein. Again, an excellent action figure. This is just where I think she places on the list. She's not very dynamic in her posing with the dress on. I'm sure if you took the dress off you could get her into some fun poses, but even with the dress off, she doesn't have the figure that I would expect her to have. If you know what I mean by figure, it means the shape of the body. I didn't expect it to look kind of wide, if you will, like it doesn't really match up with the head. But it's been a while since I've seen Bride of Frankenstein. I'm hoping to rewatch it this Halloween season. At number 5 here we have the Mummy, and this figure, again, extraordinary figure. This whole line is made of extraordinary figures. There's not a bad figure in this ranking. This is just where I think these figures place. This figure poses awesomely. He looks just like Boris Karloff does when you have him with the stone face. And in the tomb, he just looks, or the sarcophagus, excuse me, and he just looks really awesome in that pose, and you can get his hands to cross if you need to. This figure is not lacking anything, I don't think. Number 4 is going to be Frankenstein. Now, I don't think I have to get into this a lot because he doesn't have great articulation in the torso, and his legs are quite noisy, but he did start off this series, and it did start off strong because this figure is absolutely amazing. He has pretty much good articulation, great facial expressions. All the head sculpts, all the paint work on these figures are excellent. And number 3 on the list is the Phantom of the Opera. I absolutely love this figure. This figure was executed perfectly. The figure's head sculpts are top notch, like all these figures' head sculpts are. This figure looks like I have Lon Chaney in my hands as the Phantom of the Opera. He looks really good. Here, the only downside is the soft goods. I don't like the wire. I don't like how the soft goods go on this figure, and I would prefer that they gave us a just drape trench coat. Here at number 2 we have the Creature from the Black Lagoon, a figure that I just recently reviewed here on the channel, and a figure that I was highly anticipating for Neca to make. It's one of my most top anticipated figures of the year, possibly, and it's just a really good, fun feeling figure in the hand. I really like playing with it. He's got extraordinary paints where they're supposed to be great paints, and he just looks phenomenal. The scale is phenomenal, and I just absolutely love this figure, and that's why he is on number 2. Now, number 1 may shock you, but in my opinion, the number 1 figure of this list is the Dracula figure. I think this figure is borderline figure of the year. I don't know when I don't know which year this figure came out at. I don't know if he came in at the late of last year or if he came in sometime this year, but this figure is truly, I mean, he's the greatest Universal Monsters figures in my opinion out of this entire line. This figure looks great. He looks superb. All the paints are great. All the head sculpts are perfectly executed. I believe it's our first Bela Lugosi 7th scale action figure. So that was my official ranking of the Universal Monsters so far, the ones that we've gotten in hand. Let me all know what you think of my list. I would like to know your feedback on it. I'd like to know some of your all's list. I would like to know what you all think of this line so far. If you love it, if you hate it, let me know. I'd like to know your opinions on this line, so drop those down in the comments, please. And hopefully, if Neca, as of this recording, they have not announced if they're going to do their 30 Nights of Fright again, but if they do, don't worry, don't fret, because I am going to try my very best to cover it all throughout October. And I'm also hopefully going to be doing some more of these related videos, not just reviews and stuff like that. I know reviews get boring after a while, but just giving you all some insight on some action figure lines that you all may want to collect, that you all may want, but you don't know if you should get into that figure line, if it's going to be good enough or what. That's why I like pumping out these other videos, is because it gives you all a little bit more insight on the figure lines. If you enjoy horror, and if you enjoy NECA figures, and if you enjoy the old school horror, these figures are for you. I have been 100%ing this line since it began back in 2021. I hope you all have enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope to do more of these ranking type videos. And if you all did enjoy this video, or if you enjoy these type of videos, then give me some feedback. Let me know with a comment, or hit the like button and blow this video up. But if you all enjoy my overall content, which is making toy content, that's what I do. I'm an action figure collector. Then please hit the subscribe button. If you want to get notified for when I next make a video, then please hit the notification bell. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.